So you're thinking about starting a home health business or a home care business or even maybe a hospice agency. Now, before we go on detail about how to start, I want to be able to discuss the advantages or the disadvantages of owning your own business. Now, before we get started, I just want to say my name is Michael here at homehealthsuccessacademy.com and 10xpatientreferrals.com. Our goal is to be able to help you guys start your own home care, home health, or even hospice business, all right? So let's talk about the advantages of owning your own business. Number one, you are your own boss. That's right, you are your own boss, right? So I'm sure that you currently right now are thinking about starting a business and you were working for another company. So you're looking at things as ways you can actually do things the way you want to do it because you have some criticism on how maybe your boss, your manager is running the business, and you're telling yourself, you know what, this is what I would do. This is a lot better to do if I did it this way. So you want to be able to have that control. So being the boss is an amazing thing, right? Number two for advantages is you have controls over the hows, the whys, the whens, wheres, and the whats. You know, how are you going to market? How are you going to provide the services? Why are you doing this business? You know, when are you going to go out there? When are you going to provide the services? Where? You know, you're probably saying that, you know, I wish my job allowed me to be closer to home, right? So you might open your own business close to home so you have less travel time, right? And the next thing is who's of the running the business. Who's running the business? Like, are you going to be running the business, or are you going to say, like, I'm going to hire the right person who can run this business for me? The next thing is you have creative rights. You know, you have the right to be able to change certain things. You know, maybe your company's website is not as great. Maybe you want to be able to improve that. Maybe the advertising, the flyers, you know, you may have some input, but your company is not budging and doing it. So you're telling yourself, well, you know what? I can do it better. The last thing is you can also make your own decisions. You're making the decisions for your company. You have the right to be able to do these things. And last thing is taxation benefits. Owning a business has a lot of benefits in regards for taxes, right? So these are things that you want to be able to understand and is important to you as a company, right? As a person, as somebody that you can say, you know what, I've been in this industry for so long, I've been home care for so long, I know what I should do to be able to run this business correctly. Now, there are also some disadvantages when it comes to business. Number one, there is a relatively high risk of failure, largely due to a lack of managerial experience. So unfortunately, a lot of people who are maybe nurses or caregivers right now, and they're good at what they are doing, right? Like, they're good at providing care for the patients, for the clients. But the thing though is, when you own your own business, one disadvantage is if you don't have managerial experience, that can cause some problems for you guys. So we truly suggest that if you decide to actually start your own business, that you just don't look at providing quality care, quality services to your patients. You must understand that you have to look into it as a business, and that marketing, for example, is 100% of your profit. So one thing is, you may lose money, but if you put all your effort into it, your sweat equity, there is a high value thing that can happen that you can actually make money. The other disadvantage is the workload is heavy and the hours are long. When I hear somebody saying that they want to start their own business because they want to have more time with family, then I will tell them business is not for you. You have to understand, yeah, you know what, you can decide that, you know, I can create my own hours. I just want to work 20 hours this week, or I just want to work 10 hours next week. I want to take a little bit more vacations. But the thing though is, when you're starting a business, okay, you have to actually put in more work. There is more work for you. I remember countless times, you know, I'll be going home and I'm about to go to sleep and I'm thinking, you know, where am I going to get the payroll money? This is in the beginning of the business, okay? So you have to understand that there is a lot of effort to be put into this thing. Next thing is, there's a lot of responsibility, a lot of sole responsibility. If you're the owner of a company, everything ends on you, right? So like, for example, you know, if you have, for example, a manager working for you and they hired a caregiver, okay? And then the caregiver did something wrong, and unfortunately it cost your company a patient referral, or, you know, a patient decided to move to another agency. Now you can say that, you know what, it's the caregiver's fault, or, you know, what you can look at is it's the manager's fault because the caregiver they hired, they didn't provide them enough training. But then you have to understand also, guess what? The sole responsibility is this: you hired that manager, so that manager, unfortunately, that you hired the wrong caregiver, and that caregiver cost you money. So you have to understand is you have the responsibility, the sole responsibility for the success of your company. Any which way you want to take your company, it is your decision. It's your choice to be able to take it to the next level. The fourth thing is income might be inconsistent and varied. Now, that is the truth, right? And we see a lot of companies go up and down, where they hit a plateau, for example, and then things drop down. So your job to be able to make sure is that the inconsistencies that happen is where your income keeps on going up, where it's inconsistent, rather than your income going down. All right. But it's also your responsibility to be able to make sure that you keep your company afloat. So those are just pretty much some advantages and disadvantages of owning your own business. If I missed anything here, if you want to add something, please make sure you make a comment down below on this video. We want to be able to hear what you may have ideas on. Our job here at Home Health Success Academy is to be able to help companies like you, people like you who are interested in starting on their own company. Because guess what? One thing I do know is, having my own companies allowed me to be able to be a better person. It also allowed me, a lot more experience in life to provide, better care for clients, but at the same time is to be able to provide, a great place to work for companies or for people to work for my company. If you have any other questions, please leave us a comment. This is Michael with Home Health Success Academy. Our hope is to be able to help you start your own home care company.
Hey everyone, we want to be able to invite you to our 10xpatientreferrals.com, where we have our online home health marketing academy that's going to be able to help either a home health, home care, or hospice agency increase referrals, increase their census, and create a profitable company. Now, at this very moment, you're going to have access to these information through these training, marketing to physicians, how to get to hospitals, how to be able to get into nursing homes, and much, much more at a month-to-month basis with no contracts needed. It's just month to month. Now, guess what? We are offering you guys for a limited time 50% off any one of our plans. Just choose which one is going to be able to work better for you. So just stop by the 10xpatientreferrals.com at any given moment. So these are the plans that are available, whether it's the gold, the silver, or the platinum plan. Most people go for the gold plan, but it's up to you what's going to work for you. We definitely want to be able to have you come in and work with us. So here's two choices. Go to 10xpatientreferrals.com or click the link down below. Take advantage of this right now at this very moment and sign up with us. Now, before we continue on to the video, just need to be able to take a few seconds of your time. And so we want to be able to ask you a question. Are you looking to gain more referrals for your agency, your home health, your home care, your hospice agency? We want you to be able to join us at our online marketing bootcamp that has over 7.5 hours of training. When you actually watch our bootcamp and join our online marketing bootcamp training, so sign up for a limited time at 10xpatientreferrals.com. We would like to thank our sponsors of this video, and over here at 10xpatientreferrals.com, our goal is to provide you guys amazing information on every single one of our videos. So medicationreminderprogram.com provides daily medication reminders for your patients. They call your patients twice a day to remind them to take their medications. What happens is a top reason of hospitalization for senior citizens is not taking their medications.